Hi there, guys and gals, divas and divos. You're here chatting with Real Mamas, the number one Mama Diva. And you know what? I don't know. This might be my last video this evening or not. It all depends on my mood, because you know how I get. I'll come back on and talk about something else in a heartbeat. But what I forgot to mention earlier, and we're gonna talk about today, crazy, fucked up ass people. I'm talking about just sick ass people. And earlier tonight, I can't remember what time it was. Let me see what time it was. It was 9:30. 9:30 tonight, Chicago time, Chicago, Illinois time. I got a call, private number. Now, I don't answer private number calls. And but my kid's dad, one day, his cell phone is set to private numbers, and so when it comes up private. And the only reason I answered this private call was because they kept calling back. They hung up and they kept calling back, and I was like, oh dang, I hope that's not my kid's dad, or if something might be wrong. So I said, let me answer it, and I never answered calls that are private, that are don't have a number, blocked. I never answer those calls. And so I thought this might have been something important, because the person just kept calling back. And usually I don't even answer, because I figure even if it's private, if it's really important, then that person is gonna leave a message. And that's what I should have did, but I didn't. So I went on and answered the phone. And here it is, this motherfucker gonna get on the phone. He huffing it, but first he talking real low, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. So then I kept saying, yeah, hello, can I help you? Who do you want to speak to? And then this motherfucker gonna talk about how he want to eat me out and all this and that. Now let me tell you something. The number that I give out, that's my business number. I got more than one number. That's my business number that I give out, of course, to my fans, to help them out, other people that needs help for my business and everything else. And if you, like I said, I'm open to everyone. I love talking to people. I love talking to my fans. I get people on Facebook all the time, MySpace, YouTube. I got a guy earlier tonight that was talking to me on YouTube. We were back and forth, and he was telling me about how pretty I am, and he likes my videos and different things like that. If you a gentleman and you respectful, if you like me, I understand when you see a pretty woman and different shit like that, and you want to talk to her. I have no problem with talking to you and conversating with you. But motherfucker, if you want to call me to talk dirty and shit, I can look at a porno. I can get some bogus ass shit off the internet. I got a motherfucker that's already here at the house that I don't like half of his shit that he do. If I want a motherfucker to just talk rude and nasty to me, if you see me and you think I'm a nice looking lady that you might want to get to know or whatever, then do that. If you perverted ass motherfuckers that ain't got shit else to do, and the most you can do is crank call a motherfucker on the phone and talk nasty and rude, you crazy ass sick motherfucker, take that shit somewhere else. And let me tell you something, I cursed that motherfucker out. Let me tell you something, don't let the pretty face fool you in the grin and this and that, because I can get low down gangster hood ass on your motherfuckers. And when you, please believe me, when you think you private calling and block call, all those calls are not private. So your motherfucking ass can still be traced and dealt with, okay? I don't have time for bullshit. Like I said, I don't have time for negative ass people. I don't have time for motherfuckers crank calling me or getting somebody else to crank call me because you ain't got shit else better to do. Motherfucker, I know I'm fine, and please believe me, you ain't the first motherfucker that wanted to eat my motherfucking pussy, and won't be the last. There's gonna be plenty more that's standing in line, including bitches too. So cause I already know I'm a bad motherfucker, and before you think that you're intimidating me by calling me and talking crazy and talking rude, you gonna fuck around and get your motherfucking feelings hurt. And if somebody else puts you up to that crazy ass bullshit, bitch, you ain't strong enough to stand up your goddamn self and pick up the motherfucking phone that you want to call, and you want to have somebody else to act crazy. Please believe me, I ain't got time for that, okay? I'm doing too much positive, motivated things than to be dealing with some bullshit. And if you was real about yourself, bitch, you wouldn't even blink to call out. If you was a real motherfucker, if you was a real nigga that really wanted to do it, you wouldn't even blank that shit out. Excuse me, phone call. Yeah. No, everybody sleep. Hello? No, I ain't busy. What? I'm not doing nothing. What? I ain't got no attitude. What is you talking about? I already told you. I told you what that was about before earlier. That's the shit that you do. I keep telling you, if I'm talking to you about something, I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck if it's good, bad, wrong, right, whatever the fuck it is. If I'm talking to you about something, then act like I'm in a conversation with you. If you don't even know what to say or whatever else it is, then you know what? Just hang up. Don't talk to me. Say I'll talk to you later or whatever it is. But it pisses me off if I'm trying to talk to you about something and then I feel like I'm in a fucking conversation by myself. That don't even make no sense. You grown, and I keep telling you that over and over again. I asked you that how many times not to do that, and then you go back and you say, oh, I did say something, you just didn't hear me. No, you didn't. You didn't say shit, because I pay attention to every fucking thing you're saying, especially if I'm talking about something that I mean. If I'm talking about something that's meaningful and something that I mean, I'm paying attention to everything. I'm waiting for you to respond. I'm waiting to see your response. And when you don't do it, that shit just pisses me off. I ain't got time for that. I told you, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm too fucking old. I'm 44 years old. I don't have time for 25-year-old games. I don't have time to keep schooling anybody. My own child is 25 motherfucking years old, and he can't even get his shit straight. I'm still schooling him on what he's supposed to be doing. I keep telling you that if it's getting to that point that you need to get somebody that's on your level, that suits you, and maybe I need to do the same thing, because this ain't working. We ain't connecting. This not working. And I know I'm tired. You don't mind being slow at what you do and taking your time at what you do. I don't have time for that. I got to get shit done and get it done immediately so that I can go and move on to the next thing. That shit don't bother you. It bothers me. So whatever it is you need to do, you need to do. I'm just telling you where I'm coming from, and I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm getting old and I want to do the things that I want to do and do what I need to do right now before my time runs out, because time is too short, and to be waiting on you to get your shit together the way it's supposed to be, it ain't happening. But it's a lot other motherfuckers, it's a lot of other bitches out there that will be satisfied with you being you the way you are, and maybe those the people that you need to be with right now. Maybe that's the type of broad female you need to be with right now. But that ain't the type of man that I want and need to be. I done schooled you long enough, and if you still ain't catching on, then I'm done. And you should see that. You should be able to tell that. I don't even like being around you. I don't. And sometimes people need to be by themselves, or they just need to be with somebody else that they're compatible with, that's on their level. Sometimes you just got to do that. I don't know what your story is or whatever it is that you need to be, but maybe you need to go and find you somebody and get you somebody that's on the level that you on and that can deal with all that bullshit. Because I'm tired. I can't deal with that no more. And then maybe I need to be with somebody that's on my level to deal with what I need to do that can fit that, because this right here is not working. It's making everybody miserable. It's making me miserable. I know it's making you miserable, and it's just, man, enough is enough. What more can you say? What? It's one thing to ask something that you just don't know, but it's another thing when that's just like when Angel came to me the other day, and I told you, I said, Angel kept coming down here every 5 minutes to tell for something that was petty, and I had to tell her, don't do that. Don't do that. If they ain't tearing shit up, if they ain't popped you in the mouth or whatever else, then don't come to me telling me no petty bullshit. Come to me and tell me if his ass is tearing up some shit, or if he trying to hurt himself or you. That's one thing. Now, if you asking me some shit that you just don't know and it's serious, then I can understand that. But if you constantly asking me petty ass bullshit, yep, I'm gonna get mad and pissed off, because that's something you should know and you should be able to do. To ask me if fucking about 2 fucking shirts, and you know which one, what it is that you wear, shit, wear the shit. I'm not gonna ask you. Toward the end, I'm gonna say, dang, yeah, how I look now, or whatever. You either tell me I look good or I don't. But damn, you know what it is. That's petty to me. That's petty to me, and that shit pisses me off. I'm tired of petty shit. That's what I'm tired of. Everything you do bothers me. That bothers me because that shit that was built up. Every time some shit go down with you, it's shit that been built up. You so fucking petty. I just don't even understand how petty you is, and it's to the point that I'm tired. When a person gets tired after dealing with all the pettiness, then it's like every other thing you do after that just blows them up. That's the point that I'm at. It's like every little thing after that, I just blow the fuck up because I'm tired. I'm tired. What more do you want? What more is it that you want me to tell you? I done told you this 1,001 times 1,000 why I tell you this shit every fucking time, and you still don't get it. You don't get it. The only time you get it is when you out there, when you doing that bullshit. When you out there on that bullshit. That's why I understand why it is when you cheat on me and you go and get them strides that you go and get and you get with it, because those the type of bitches that can deal with your shit. You can't get nobody that's compatible to me, that's on my level. That's why you always run back to them, because that's the type of bullshit that they gonna deal with, that they gonna accept. I can't deal with that. I'm only gonna deal with that song. Everybody has told you that. Everybody has told you that. Benjamin tell you that all the fucking time. When I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Ain't no going back. Ain't no trying to start over. That is it. That is it. I have not cheated on you. I have not messed around with you. I have been 100 with you. You keep saying you trying, but you're not. But you're not. Let me tell you something. You have no problem. You have no problem standing up to me, talking shit to me, talking shit to my kids. When you pissed off at them, you can say something out your mouth real quick with no problem at all. But all the motherfuckers that you need to stand up to, you don't. You don't. I have yet to see that. You don't stand up to your mother. You don't stand up to your sisters. You don't stand up to Jay now. Your motherfucking ass don't stand up to none of the motherfuckers that you need to stand up to, but you will stand up to us in a heartbeat. I have yet to see that. I shouldn't have to come over there and do it. I shouldn't have to come over there and do it. When I need to step up to somebody and do whatever, I'm doing it wherever I'm at. Man, it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years. That shit is not cleared up yet. And it ain't. I shouldn't have to go over there for you to take care of your business. I don't need to eyewitness shit, because a person is going to be real and they going to do it. A woman's supposed to be a woman at all times, no matter what. No matter what. A man's supposed to be a man at all times, no matter what. And when somebody give you respect, you're supposed to give it back in return. You shouldn't have to demand it. You shouldn't have to demand. Motherfuckers that I don't like, that I can't even stand, I still respect they ass, no matter what. And I'm the first one up to say, damn, oh, I was wrong. Shit, I ain't see you. or whatever, or that was wrong. I apologize for that. Because I know when I go off the deep end, just like my kids and everybody said, ain't no talking to me. You can't talk to me when I'm pissed off. But then I let a lot of shit go before I blow up. That's what I do every single time. That's why my fucking blood pressure is out the door, because I let so much shit go every fucking single time. And everybody keep telling me, stop doing that. You need to say something right then and there. Say something. That's why motherfuckers go the fuck off and go crazy and be acting a fool and doing stupid shit, because they wait till the last minute and then they blow up and then go off the fucking deep end. I'm not finna go through that no more. Like I said before, you gonna do what you gonna do, or you not. And evidently, I'm not the person before you, because I don't like being second to nobody. I don't like being second to nobody, because I do to who? What are you talking about? Second to all your bullshit. Second to your mama. Second to your sister. Second to your friends. Cause you don't do me like I do you. When we out someplace, whether it be around my son's friends or whether it be around anybody's friends, I always make sure that they give you respect. And when motherfuckers ignore you, I'm like, no, But you know what? I'm listening. You could have did that when you was here. She was here sitting in my driveway. Why you didn't say, Gina, my mama outside. You know what? Can you come here so we can handle this right now? If that was really on that's what you really wanted to do. Mhm. 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 It's whatever. Yeah, it's been 4 fucking years. I'm to the point now that I don't really care. It's not even serious. It's not even that serious anymore. I don't even care. I don't even lose sleep over that shit no more. Nobody don't have to tell me nothing different, because I see what you do myself and I see what you don't do. Because I'm not. Because if what's important to me is not done, then all the shit behind it don't matter. That's what you don't get. That's what you don't understand. I'm going to say thank you regardless. That's what you do. That's what you do. You do that every time. That's what you do. Mm. So everybody else is getting their point across too. when you don't say anything to them and you don't step up to them. That's what that is. Just what you just said. Mhm. You can try. I'm not nobody for trying. But I've been telling you over and over again that the shit that we got, the minor shit that we got, I told you that before. That shit that can be fixed. That's fixable shit. But in order for it to be fixed, you got to be the person that wants to fix it. You got to be the person that wants to fix it. And to allow, I would never, ever, ever allow my friends to every time I speak to them on the phone to say to me over and over again, damn girl, you by yourself? Huh? You dude ain't with you, is he? You coming out this way? You coming out this way by yourself? I'll be like, bitch, what does it matter to you if I'm coming out that way back? You don't do none of that. You say yes or no like a punk ass nigga instead of being a nigga that's supposed to stand up for his wife and say, motherfucker, what the fuck does it matter if I'm by myself or with my wife? That's what you don't get. And I be right there and that shit be pissing. It be burning me up. It be burning me up because that's what you let go. That's some disrespectful ass shit. No matter how you look at it, that shit is disrespectful. And you let that shit ride along with other dumb shit that you let ride. Probably your mama, your sister, and all them when they over there talking about me. You probably sit there and let that shit ride too, because you don't stand up to nobody else but us. But me, you stand up to me and say some shit to me, Poppy, or Kayla in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, you'll say some shit up to us. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You can't tell me about my feelings and what I see and what I project, because I'm watching this shit. And I don't say nothing because that's your job. That's your job. You're supposed to stand up to it. Just the same way as when you with me and my son say, yeah, this is my mama, and act like ain't nobody here. And I say, and I turn over to the side and I grab your hand and I say, yeah, this is my husband. Yeah, I do that shit every fucking single. Even if I'm mad at you, I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect you because we there together. I expect that same respect in return, and I don't get that from you. That's what pisses me off. You're the only person that I've never gotten that with. And motherfucker, I married you. With all the bullshit and everything else that I got, I ain't never been with a motherfucker, including Benjamin Tracy and all the rest of them, where we out and around their friends or anything, and they ever let any of them disrespect me or say anything in any type of way with them not standing up. You the only one. You will let them motherfuckers say some shit in a heartbeat, and you won't sit there. You will stand there and you will sit there and you won't say shit. You won't say nothing. Oh yeah, you'll say some shit like, yeah, I was out there by myself yesterday. Or yeah, you just missed me. Or yeah, I'm coming out there by myself. And I told you, I even told you several times over. I said, every time that motherfucker asks you that, why the fuck you can't ask him? Damn, is you alone? Is you still on your bullshit that you doing? You don't even do that. What, once every blue moon you might let something slip out? What kind of shit is that? you think somebody gonna sit there and then let somebody just study, be disrespected like that, and then we supposed to be there? We supposed to be at this together. We supposed to be doing this together, because I don't let motherfuckers do that to you. And you still constantly let that shit ride. There's problems going on. And I told you that shit before. I said it's different when the kids are younger and they don't notice that shit. But they ass is getting older now. You don't think it's a reason that Lil Farron didn't want to go over there? It's a reason for that. He noticed that. You don't think he don't notice when somebody don't like his mother and don't care for his mother and acting fun? Farron pays attention to everything. Farron is a little smart, book-read motherfucker, and he sits there and pays attention to everything. Okay. I didn't say that was the main reason. I said that was part of it. I said there's a reason for that. It's a reason for why he don't want to come over there. That's a part of it. It's not just that. You think, oh, it's just because he want to go to bed early, that's the reason he don't want to come over there? Because you ain't looking at the full picture, so that's irrelevant. No, that's all that plays in together. All of that. Why didn't you clear that shit up from day one? You were supposed to clear that shit up from day one. Let me tell you something. When my mother sat there and acted a motherfucking fool in our house, and she talked shit, and I was on my hospital bed, and you called me, I cleared that shit up. Right then and there, I cleared that shit up. Never, ever would I let that shit 4 years go by and not clear anything up. I handled that business right then and there. That's what you're supposed to do. My opportunity shouldn't have shit to do with you handling your business. You still don't get it. You still don't get it. If I'm coming to you with an issue, with a problem about your people, I shouldn't have to be there for you to handle it. Just like when you came to me with that issue about my people, I didn't wait until I got out the hospital and say, well, I'm going to wait till you there to handle this. No, I handled that shit right then and there. You wasn't there. You wasn't around when I handled that. I handled that right then and there and called you back on the phone and told you what to do. I shouldn't have to be there. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. When there's an issue, if I bring an issue to you about your people, whether I'm there or not, you're supposed to handle that. You're supposed to handle that. I shouldn't have to be. You've been saying for 4 fucking years, Farron, that, oh, I'm waiting for you to be there. I'm waiting for you to be there. Motherfucker, I shouldn't have to be there. You gotta know when I have every issue that you bring to me with everybody, I don't wait to get y'all all in the same room for me to handle it. I go and handle that shit and I come back and tell you it's taken care of. I've done that every time. Nothing personal against her. I told you what my issue is. My issue was between that bullshit between her, your baby's mama, your sister, and all that bullshit, and I knew motherfuckers was lying because when I tried to get all them motherfuckers together, and I said, let's get everybody together, chime in everybody on a 3-way, 4-way, 6-way call or whatever, nobody didn't want to do it. That's how I knew motherfuckers was lying. When your baby mama went and said that your mama and them was talking about me, that bitch wasn't lying. She wasn't lying because she said she thought I said the shit that I said based on what they said to her. That's how I knew she wasn't lying. Did I ask who? Yeah, I asked your mom. She said she didn't say it. Yeah, you was there when we was sitting over there and we was in Berlin, sitting there on the bed, and I called her after that bullshit off of Facebook. And when I asked her, remember I was asking her, you want to see the pictures? You want to see what I'm talking about? She said, no, I don't want to see nothing. I don't do Facebook. I don't want to see that. I said, no, I want to show you and prove to you what I'm talking about. I said, we can put her on the other line right now, and we can all talk about this, because I'm going to tell a motherfucker what I said and what I didn't say and how I said it. And she said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't need to be on 3-way. I didn't say this and this and that. And Raven was mad and she had her own issues or why she said it or whatever else the fuck that was. It was. And that's how that shit had went. So, I fucking left it at that. And I just left it the fuck alone. The only difference I saw between then was when I got them gifts for your nephew and your sister came out there and said, at some point we gonna have a conversation, but I know it's not gonna be now because it's the holiday season, but we'll talk. That was the last of that, and that was what? 4 years ago? That was 4 fucking years ago. Yeah, about that time. It was that time. We've been here for 3. All this shit happened when we were still in Berwyn. Around Christmas time. That's 4 fucking years. That's the problem now, because motherfuckers don't want to step up to the shit that they said. Nobody wants to take responsibilities for their shit. And everybody else supposed to just want to let it go and fly by, and everything is supposed to be okay. Just like I said, if I was a spiteful ass bitch and I wanted to be any way that way, I wouldn't send my kids over there. I wouldn't say, you never hear me say anything negative about them. When they come to me and talk to me about them, I smile and I say, oh wow, that's awesome, that's great. Angel talked all day about how her grandmother combed her hair, and I was like, that's beautiful, Angel. See your grandma, that was so nice of her. I never say anything negative about them. Exactly. But motherfuckers is still talking shit about me. You think I don't know that? No, for play. No, you don't. The only one that's halfway step up to anything is your dad. And he know. Every time I talk to him, he talking about what somebody else had said about me. And he telling them that girl ain't like that. She real sweet. She not like that. He take up more for me than you ever did. What difference does that make? Of course not. Of course not, cause the first thing he says is, I don't want to be in that he say, she say stuff and this and that. But yeah, I know, I heard they still be talking and they still be doing this and that and this and that. And he said, you know what? I just stay out of. You gonna always be my daughter-in-law, and I'm here for you. And I tell them, you know what? She ain't like that. She good for my son. And woo woo woo. They still talk. I'm not asking him word for word what they say, cause I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Like I told you before, my kids don't see my own family. They don't fuck around with my own family. So I'm not giving a fuck about what they say and talk about me word for word. I don't care. But what I do care about is, do that shit to me if I did something wrong to you. I haven't did anything wrong to nobody in that fucking family. Nobody. And all that stems from is from you, because in the beginning they was hearing all the bullshit that you was going back and telling them. But you wasn't telling them how you fucked up on me, how you got my car towed, and the reason why, all they knew was that damn, that bitch blew up at him again. That bitch acting a fool again. I don't get the way I get when Tracy does some shit to Vicky. I know that it's not Vicky's fault. So I say to her, what the fuck did he do again? What did he do? Because you know what, 9 times out of 10, I know she acting crazy because that motherfucker either then cheated on her or did some bullshit. I understand a mother standing by her son, because I stand by mine. Every time when I tell you, I say, fam, we gotta go get Tracy again, Vicky didn't put her. I'ma always stand by my motherfucking son. But when he wrong, I'm not gonna side with him, and I know he wrong, because I know that girl didn't do nothing to him, and I know she's the best thing that has ever happened to him. So I'll be fair about the whole situation. I didn't get nobody being fair with me at all. At all. The same way when we was out back at your mama house when she stayed on Hamlin and your sister popped up over there and me and you got into it, and that bitch had the nerve to touch me and put her hands on me, and that bitch didn't even know what the fuck the issue really was, and then your own sister said that I do talk to, that I was kicking it with, said she was wrong. She was the only one that stood up and said, yeah, you right, she was wrong. She was wrong about that. Same way with that shit that was in front of the house. At the house, regardless of what. When y'all was coming over there and nobody called me to give me the heads up on nothing. Your own father, your sister, everybody said, yeah, you know what, Gussie, she was wrong. She was wrong. That was the least she could have did. The least she could have did was say, you know what, I'm bringing Farron over there, to get his shit, and I don't want y'all starting no stuff in front of the kids or whatever, so I'm just calling you to let you know that. And then she didn't do that, and look at all that shit. Look at how all that shit had turned out. Look at how it went. Look at how it went. That shit wasn't even cleaned up back then. That was your fault. That was your fault. Because you're going to be one-sided. You ain't going to tell the whole truth. You're not going to tell the whole truth. Like I told you several times before, I don't give a fuck about you fucking around and about you cheating, because that's some shit that a nigga gonna do. That's what they gonna do. I blow up because of the shit, when it's in my shit and around my shit. That's what I got the problem with. You ain't talking about nothing. I don't even, you still don't get it. That's why I don't even care. It's not even that serious anymore. It's been 4 years. What the fuck? We ain't gonna get no way. That's the person you are. That's how you is. And I'm the person I am, and that's how I am. And so you that ain't. What can you do? You never gonna handle it the way it's supposed to be or need to be handled. Cause that don't think that's common sense. You shouldn't have to ask for my advice. I'm not asking for your. I'm not asking motherfuckers for your advice when I needed to handle my shit with my family. I didn't chime in and ask for motherfuckers' advice. I did what needed to be done. That's what I did. You don't get it. You just don't get it. Okay. Mm. That's not my satisfaction. That's yours. My satisfaction would have been when that shit would have been handled right then and there. My satisfaction would have been when a motherfucker call you on the phone and asks you a petty ass question before, instead of just saying, dude, what's up with you? How the family going? And woo woo woo, like normal motherfuckers do when they call. Dan ain't asking you that shit every time he talks to you. When a motherfucker asking you a normal, having a normal conversation with you, and not saying, "Oh damn, dude, you by yourself? You coming into the city? You coming into the city by yourself?" My satisfaction would have been to have that shit handled right then and there. I told you before. I said, if a motherfucker keeps asking you that, and if you stay on his motherfucking throat and say, why the fuck you asking me that, motherfucker? Is you by yourself? Whether they ask you one time or 1,000 times, if your same response is the same thing, eventually them motherfuckers gonna shut the fuck up and stop asking you that. Do you do that? No, man, you do not do that. You'll say, oh yeah, I was there by myself yesterday. Yeah, I came in, and then maybe a week or so from now, you get asked that question again. Well, damn, are you by yourself? Oh wow, today you asked that question. So you do. No, you're supposed to do that shit every fucking single time a motherfucker asking you that question. I remember when motherfuckers used to ask Benjamin, is Gina coming with you? Is he coming? He'd be like, damn, why do you want to know if she coming with me? Yeah, she with me. And motherfuckers stop asking him that. Do you do that? No. That's not stepping up. I've heard you several times say to Christian or even Benjamin, that why you keep asking the same thing over and over again. I just said, yeah. You'll step up and do that to them in a heartbeat, but you won't do that to all your own people. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I say that shit is petty. Because you will do it to us and you won't do it to your own folks. That's all I've been asking for 4 years, is for you to rectify your situation. Because again, then you keep saying my compliance. You don't need my compliance to handle your shit. That's what you don't get that. You don't get that. If I'm talking to you and I'm telling you what the problem is to handle it, it's supposed to get handled whether I'm there or not. You don't need my compliance and need for me to be there in order for you to handle that. That's what I'm telling you. And then I can see when an opportunity arises, and then you say, oh, damn, this is the perfect time. She was in my motherfucking driveway. You could have rectified. That was your opportunity right there and then. You could have done it. But you didn't. What is you talking about? I told them to hurry up and put their coats on so they could get ready to go. I knew she was outside. What is you talking about? That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You a man, and a grown ass man handles his shit as it comes. Just like you do it when shit go down with my kids, and you take care of that shit right then and there, and you say shit right then and there. You can say, yeah, I just told them to put that cup and that glass, and I went back up there and they had dishes and they got dishes in their room right now. What do? I handle that shit right then and there. Right then and there, I said, go up there and get that shit up out of there. And I told y'all ass about eating in the room right then and there. When you tell me. Even a couple of times, they wasn't here, and they came in, and you mentioned it again the second time, and I told you I already took care of it. She already got cursed out for that. That's what I'm saying. Whether I'm there or not, that shit should be handled. That's just an excuse. No matter how you look at it, that's an excuse. Oh, I was just waiting for the right time when you there, so I could prove to you in your face. That's just prolonging the situation. And guess what? The situation got prolonged for 4 fucking years. 4 fucking years. You didn't even handle that shit when I sat here and I cried to you. And I cried and I told you how you got the best mother in the world. How I wish I had a mom like you. How I told you, I sat there and told you UND was lucky as hell to have the mom that y'all got. Did you go and tell any of that shit to your mother? No? That wasn't the opportunity to handle that. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do, because you don't talk about what you do. You don't talk about it. You don't say what you do. You don't say anything. You don't say nothing about nothing. You don't say nothing about birthdays, holidays, Christmases, Thanksgiving. You don't say shit about nothing. It's not even about me. It's not even about me. That's about the kids. That's about them. Just like I told you your ass before, the only time they get to see them or go over there and stuff is when Angel is begging to go over there. They don't get no phone calls. She don't get no phone calls just out the blue. She don't get phone calls for birthdays, for Christmases, and nothing. Her, neither Farron or Ferron. They don't get birthday gifts. They don't get a fucking card. They don't get anything. Anything. They don't. They don't. And you can't sit there and tell me that your mom did not buy Simone anything for Christmas. Because I know she did, and she went overboard. What did Farron, Ferron, and Angel get? Nothing. Nothing. That's the kind of shit that pisses me off, because you let that shit ride. I never let nobody play differences between my kids. And several of them got different daddies. That's what you do. That's what it is. I know it's favoritism. I know it's favoritism. What you mean why I ain't say shit? Because, you know why I say shit? Because that's not my place to say shit, because those your people. That's not my shit. That's not my place to. You know what I could do? If I really want to do it and I had it my way, I could just say fuck it and not ever let any of my kids around them. But who's that's gonna hurt? That's gonna hurt them. I do them the same way I did my kid's father. When Tracy was beating the shit out of me and fucking me up every chance he got, I didn't keep him away from Tracy and Kia. Because that was going to hurt them. That's why you can't tell them nothing wrong about their daddy. Because all they know is that he was always there. I didn't think about my own ass. I thought about my kids. Same way with Benjamin. Me and his mother never got along. But you hear him say, yeah, you're right, you know, you ain't never kept my kids away from me. Never that. Because I think about my kids. But I look like Angel coming up, and she always said, I want to go see my grandma. I want to go because she loved her to death. She loves her to death. So for me not to say, if she ever came to me and say, and that time's going to come soon, and she say, damn, what did my granny get me for, my grandma get me for Christmas? Or what did my grandmother give me something for? I would go buy something and say she gave it to her just to keep her from being hurt. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. But that's your mother. That's your mother. You're supposed to step to her and say to her, dang, ma, you know, you couldn't get, you know, just go to the dollar store and get 3 gifts and say, you know, it's from you, just so, you know, it don't look bad. Same way I told you with the hospital stuff. Strangers came up there and brought him stuff. You know, didn't bring him her grandson, not a car. That's her blood. That's her blood. But you cannot tell me if Simone was not up in that hospital, she wouldn't have been bringing all kind of teddy bears and all kind of shit up there. Because she would have. And I understand that she loves Simone dearly 100% because that's her first. I get that. Because that's how I feel about Trinaya. That's my first. That's my baby. But still, I got that other little boy stuff. I'm just trying to explain to you and get my point across to you that even though I don't consider Tracy's son his son, you still see me say I gotta make an Easter basket for him. You know what? These 3 little gifts gonna go to that little boy. And half the time Tracy don't even give it to him. They be in the trunk of his car. But I still do that because that's only the fair thing to do. Okay, so I'm just saying, I'm trying to get you to see that you should be checking that with your mom. That's only the fair thing to do. You mean to tell me if she going shopping for Simone, I'm pretty sure she bought her more than 3 gifts. You couldn't stop at the dollar store on your way and drop 3 more in there and say, damn, you know what, this is for them, you know, for you know, for Christmas. Darren and Ferrari got the same fucking birthday. You can't stop at the dollar store and get like something that they both can play with together and say, damn, you know what? This is for them for their birthday. And you let that shit ride. I'm never not gonna be fair with nobody. That you ain't taking care of it neither. Even your dad said, like I told you before, I commended him when he bought them books. Books! They each got one book, but that was something to show. He said, Gina, you know, I don't have much, but I just want to get my grandbaby something. He sent him $1 in a card. That one thing means more than anything in the world, than not doing anything. Your mom and them don't, we didn't get stuff for your nephew. And your sister don't even pick up a phone and call him. Is that cool? She don't even pick up a phone and call them. My babies have to say, man, can you call grandma? Can you call D? Cause I want to see the baby. I want to talk to the baby. And we done bought gifts several times for her kid. And they don't even get, let alone not a gift fairing, they don't even get a phone call. They don't even get a phone call unless Angel wants you to call them. That shit is fucked up. And I wouldn't be no better than them if I kept them away from them or not let them call when they want to talk to them just because I'm pissed off at them and I'm being spiteful. I wouldn't be no better. That's why anytime she says she wants to talk to them, I say, go call your dad and tell your dad to call them, Angel, because I don't have their numbers. When she says she wants to go stay with her, I say, Angel, go ask your dad to call and ask, can you come over there and stay with them? Because, you know, I don't have their numbers. I can't do that. That's why. I could take the easy way out and say, you know what, fuck it. Man, shoot, they don't see my own family, so fuck it. You know, they can't be around it, but I wouldn't be no better than them because guess what? In the end, the only person that's going to get hurt is my kids. And I'd rather for them to take whatever it is that they can get for that to make them happy. But I preach all the time. Why do grown-ups make children pay for they fucked up ass bullshit? This that's going on is between me and them. It has nothing to do with our kids. So why treat them any differently now? And they wasn't treating them that way when we were all cool. When we were all cool, all of them got something. Everybody got something. Got phone calls and everything. Then it just slowly stopped. Slowly got slow and dried up until it stopped. Okay, I get that. The other ones ain't even your blood, but there's 3 that still remains that's yours. That's a part of you. They very much a part of them as Simone is. And they should be treated equally. You don't make that happen. Tracy wants to bring little Tracy around us. His mama don't want that. I will welcome that with open arms because just like I said, if my son like it, I love it. If he claiming it, I love it. That's why I do what I do. I'm going to be fair over anything. They not being fair. They not even being fair. And I ain't even talking about what's right or wrong. We talking about what's fair. They not even fair. Simone got hair stuff, clothes, all kind of shit and everything else over there. Now Angel is here. It should be very much the same. Angel comes back and says, man, Simone got some nice toys over there. I like playing with her toys. I like playing with toys over there at Grandma's house because she got Simone some nice stuff. It should be Angel has some stuff over there too. She should come back and be saying, Grandma got me some stuff over there too, Mama, so when I could come over there and play. That's how it should be. They shouldn't come back and be saying everything is Simone's. Because that's not fair. That's not being fair. You even saw me pour stuff to the side and must get dressed and try and do shit for Shania, because that's what's fair. I'm just saying you don't even stand up to that. You don't stand up to that. You don't. You just let it go. I'm not knocking you back down for nothing. It's not done. You're not doing it, period. I'm just saying it should be handled. Every situation should be handled accordingly. It should be handled right then and there. You keep talking about, I'm going to wait till you come, and I want to wait till you're around, and I want to wait till... No, that shit should be handled. Everything should be handled accordingly. Accordingly. When you over there, they over there with you, and this and that. It should be, you know what, Mom, I'm going to sit this a space aside, you know, so Angel can have her stuff too, because Angel want to come over here more. That's how that shit should be. It should be handled accordingly. Right then and there. Not talking about, I'm trying to wait. I'm just saying shit should be fair. I'm always fair. We get Simone shit every year. Even with her little brother, her brother, we was getting shit for him and everything. It's like, man, this shit is just one-sided. It ain't. If you gonna be, you know, one-sided, at least be fair about what it is that you're doing. But people gonna keep doing what it is that they're doing if you're allowing that. That's your family. You're supposed to check them about your kids. Just like I check my family and all my kids. You didn't sit there and you didn't told me. You sat here, Farron, and several times and said, man, I don't like how, you know, they just did Benjamin. I don't like how, you know, they just want, now they don't know about them want him to play Farron or play with their games. I don't like how they did that and such and such. And I handled that shit right then and there. I ain't expecting shit from them. I ain't expecting shit from them. Like I said, a motherfucker ain't got to send me nothing or never say anything to me. All they got to do is be cordial with me. I ain't never gotta like you, care about you, give a fuck about you, but I'ma always be cordial and respectful. That I am. Always. I'm telling you, I ain't expecting nothing from them. I don't expect them to call me. I don't expect them to do nothing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. My phone about to go dead anyway. Yep, I've been tired. But that's how relationships go. That's how family is. Ain't shit gonna be perfect. And to each his own. It's up to an individual to handle and take care of their own shit. And that's that.